Welcome back to Design with Miyoshi. We are going to make a half section. So what we're going to do is make a part, and then we're going to make a half section drawing. Actually, making a full section drawing, which is where we just cut it in half and look at what it looks like inside. So here we go. But first, I want to thank Northwest Technical Products for sponsoring this video. If you are part of an educational institution in Washington, Alaska, Oregon, Idaho, or Montana, contact Northwest Technical Products for all your SolidWorks and other technical needs. Thanks, Andrew, and all the crew at Northwest Technical Products. We're going to make a sketch like always. Sketch, sketch. We're going to make this on the top plane. And I'm just going to make 3 circles. First one I'm going to make coincident with the origin, and I'll just make 2 other ones kind of willy-nilly here. Then I'll add some relations. And I'm going to start with the centers. All 3 centers are going to be horizontal to each other. I'll make the 2 circles, outside circles, equal to each other. And then I'll do some dimensioning. Now remember, when you dimension from the outside edge to the outside edge, you just hold that shift key down, and you can grab the outside edge, keep the shift key held down, grab the other outside edge, and we can make our object exactly the right distance apart. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the outside edge again to the center, because I want to make this even, symmetrical. So hold the shift key again, grab the outside edge of this circle, then grab the center, and that's going to be there, 3.25. All right, so I do need to make one more thing here. Since I'm doing dimensioning, I might as well make these guys. Even though I want the radius, I'll go ahead and put the diameter here for right now. And then what I can do is change the liters, change that to a radius dimension, and there it is. All right, one more dimension, we'll make this guy. And that is 2.5. All right, now we're all set. We're gonna make some lines, and I'll just make these lines out here again. And chain, make a new one over here, and chain, make one there, and chain, make one here somehow, and select. That ends our line. Then we'll just add some relations. Line, circle, tangent, and if you grab the same circle, it actually deselects it, right? So if I want to make, I can either grab that guy and grab that circle to deselect one, then select the other one, make them tangent. Or I can grab a new object and an old object. Actually, I didn't want that center. Get rid of you. Like that. And why does that? That's okay. I like those center grab automatically. I should learn how to turn those off. But anyway, I'll grab the line and the circle, make them tangent. Grab the line and the circle, make them tangent. Grab the circle and the line, tangent, tangent again, and one last time, tangent. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use the extend option here, and I'll just click near the edge that I want to extend to. So this will extend this line to that circle. And I'll do the same thing on this one. Oh, I forgot the tangent there. I'll do that here. And on the other ones, I'm going to, well, let's go back and make that one, the proper one. That circle and that line, make them tangent. And then all the other ones, I'm going to stay in add relations. I'll grab the endpoint and the circle, make them coincident. And the endpoint and the circle, make them coincident. And the endpoint and the circle. I'm going to make a mistake here on purpose. I'll make them concentric. And notice what it does is it breaks it, because it says, hey, that circle, or that point, can't be on that line and tangent to that circle and coincident to that center point. That doesn't make any sense. So all I have to do is right click over here and delete that guy. And instead, I'll just make that coincident. What's supposed to be? That endpoint, that circle. I don't remember if I made that. I did make it. It's already coincident. So that's good. Endpoint, circle, make, oh, too many things. Clear those selections. Endpoint, circle, make them coincident. And I think that one's already there. That's already there. And I've got them all. So they all have, oops, one more. Endpoint, circle. Got too many things again. Endpoint, circle, and make them coincident. All right, so they all have 2 relations there, 2 on all them, all those points. Okay, so that's good. I'm done with that relations, and I'm going to go ahead and trim those entities. So I'll just grab in the center and go all the way across to here. Okay, now I got some more things to do. I'm gonna make another circle. I'm gonna go ahead and make it concentric to this circle. I'll make another circle again, concentric to this circle, and another one concentric to this circle. Okay, I will add relations. Make sure the outside 2 circles are the same. They're equal. And then I'll just add 2 smart dimension this guy. Smart dimension over here. And that is also a diameter of 0.75. Or that is a diameter of 0.75. I'll make this circle here. It's, what's it supposed to be? It's gonna be 1. And then I'll make 2 more circles. Concentric also here. And I will dimension them. 0.5. And 1 more. Yeah. Forgot to mention that. Yep, too small. I'll make that 2. Okay, so now we're done with this guy. Now, I don't normally like to do most models this particular way, but I'm gonna do this one. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to features and boss extrude boss face, and I can grab selected contours, or I can grab areas. So I'll just grab this area here. So it says sketch region 1, and I want that. I also want, I think that's it. So I'll just have that section there, and I'm gonna extrude it. 0.5. And that's all. I got that hole there, and this, even though it's not going to technically be a hole, it's right there. All right. Now I'm going to do another. I'll click the triangle here, click the boss, and I'll do a boss extrude. This time I want to extrude this and that. And what I want to do is I'm going to extrude that all the way up to the top, which is 1.5. All right. So now I've got this thing, and if I have not been able to click on the videos very well, but I can use my middle mouse and click that guy, and it works out pretty well. All right, I'm gonna go to the top view one more time here real quick, and I am going to make another circle. So I'll make a sketch on the top face here. So I'll make it on the top face, and I'll make a circle again, and I'll select. Now I want to be able to see through this better, so let's change this so I can see through it. Oh, come on. I wonder if I made that. All right, so let's do this better. All right, so I want this. Well, it's not letting me do it to the other sketch, so exit that sketch for the moment. Okay, I'll come back to the sketch, and I want to extrude cut it, because on the bottom, see if I can change this. On the bottom, I want to extrude this guy out, so let's change this back so you can see it better. And I want to do what's called a counterbore here. So all I'm going to do is features, extrude cut, and what I want to do is this area here. I don't want to extrude it down. Oops, back to me things. Let's clear that. I want to grab that guy there, and I want to go the other direction. So I'll click this, click that, and I just want to go 0.25. And that extrude cuts that up. So now I have a counterbore there. Okay. Now let's go back to the top. And now I can see the counterbore there. Now I'll go back to this sketch. Now I had that sketch here, and I didn't want to move it, but I want to actually move the sketch below. So I want to move that. And the nice thing about SolidWorks says, hey, I really did this before I made the cut extrude, but I want it to be after because I want to reference something back here. So let's go here. So I'll go back to the sketch. I'll edit the sketch. And all I'm doing is clicking. If you click on the words, oftentimes it'll try to edit the sketch name or the feature name. So if you click back here, you can click on the edit the feature, edit the sketch in this case, or you can click on edit the feature. And with the feature, you can click on either edit sketch or edit feature. And something I have not done yet is edit the sketch plane, which means that you can change the sketch plane you're on. All right, so I'm going to do edit the sketch, and I'm going to add a relation. The relation I want is this, and let's just go back to that other side. There we go. I want it to be the same as that. So I'll grab that circle, and let's go back to the top just to see. And yes, I want it to be them the same size. Oops, there we go. Just hit equal, rather. Why didn't you do it? There we go, equal. Hit OK. And now I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'll edit features, or go to features, extrude cut. And now I'll just look a little bit here so I can see better. I'll make extrude cut down, again 0.25, hit OK. And there it is. I have a counterbore on the top as well. Now this guy actually has a couple fillets as well. And I'm just going to make these tiny fillets. So fillets I'm going to make are 0.625, which is 1/16. And I'll just make one on the top edge, one on this edge here, and one on the whole outer edge here. And see how it propagates all the way around because it's an edge that goes all the way around. And I'll hit OK. And there it is. So now I have this part that's all done. I'm going to go ahead and save it. And this is 9-50C. And now I'm going to go ahead and make a drawing from the part. Make drawing from part. And see landscape A. And again, I want the top plane because that's what I started with. So I'll go over to drawing, model view. That's what I want. Hit the next here. Oops, I want the top. I don't want multiple views like I have in the past. I want to make sure I have hidden lines. And I'll just put it right here. And I do want to use a sheet scale. I always want to use a sheet scale. There it is. Now notice, I don't want all those extra lines. Those are the tangent edges. So I'll go right click, tangent edge is removed. I can bring this down just a touch. And now we'll go to section view. I want a horizontal one. I want to make sure I got the center. And it'll go up. And there it is. Now, I'll just, let's see, I can flip directions, but that's incorrect for the location. I'll click check. If this was not the first one I did, maybe I need to change this back to A. You want to letter them A, B, C, etc., right? Hit OK. And then I'll go annotation, model items. I'll do entire model, import into all views. And there, did it again. I got all these extra ones here. So I'm going to actually, I don't like them in this view. So I'll just, instead of dragging them up to the other view, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of these. I don't like that one there even. I don't like that one there. So the only one I'm just going to keep is this 0.5 for the height. And I need to move the endpoints here. Move the endpoint. And I'll grab this 1.5 and I'll bring it out here. It's just not looking so well there. So I'll put it there. And I'll bring this 0.25 out here, even though I'm going to do something different with that in a minute. Right? Same thing with this one. I'll bring it out here. And I'm not going to change those points because I'm going to do something a little bit different. All right. So now that we got that, I'm going to go ahead and put some other smart dimensions in. This 0.75 already is there. There's two of them. So I'm going to go ahead and put a 2x in front of the R, 2x, capital X with a space. Then I'll go ahead and make this dimension. Oops, that's the same one. Dimension the circle. And again, I'll put a 2x in front of that. And I'll make this circle, this radius. Now, I don't really like to go too vertical. You know, it's kind of not a very good practice to go too vertical or too horizontal. But since I don't really like that line there, I have a choice: either make it so that line is, that arc comes there, which was probably a better choice this way. So I'll put that there. And then I'll do one more. That does all those guys. I'll put this guy here. And one last one, which is the outer one here. All right. Now you're probably wondering why. You're probably wondering why. Well, what about this guy here? How come you don't dimension that? Well, this is a cool dimensioning practice where I can do one dimension for this radius, or this diameter that I did not put in there. I'll just leave it there for a minute. We're going to get rid of it. And both this and this depth there for our counterbore. So I'll click on this dimension. And over here, what I'm going to do is I'll go in front of the mod there. And what I want this to be is the counterbore. So, oops, that's the hole. So I'm not going to do counterbore yet. So that's the diameter of the hole. Oh, come on. It's the diameter of the hole. Then after the diameter of the hole, we're going to put that counter bore, which is this square. This would be a countersink, which would be diagonal there. So this is counter bore. And then I'll put the diameter symbol because I know the diameter. The diameter of that is 1.5. Okay, then I'll hit enter. And what I want to do is this depth symbol. So I do depth, and the depth I know is 0.25. And I like to put the 0 in front. And then what I'm going to do is, since I know there's a counter bore on top and bottom, I will go in front, and I'll put a 2x there, 2x space. And I probably should put a space in front of the counter bore as well. Counter sink symbol is also. So I'll put a space there too. All right, now that dimension, that one dimension takes care of the whole diameter, which is 1.0. It takes care of the counter bore dimension, which I'll get rid of. And I'll move this back down to where it looks more beautiful. And it gets rid of this depth. And because there's two of them that are exactly the same, it gets rid of this depth as well. So now you can see that it cleans up that drawing beautifully. We only have a few dimensions. And now all we have to do, get our smart dimension, right-click sheet format, of course. Oops, wrong thing. Go back. Don't just look good. Right-click sheet format, edit sheet format. Zoom in here. Double-click name. Double-click on the title, or the date. Come on. Today's today. Double-click on the title. And again, I'm just going to repeat 9-50C. And I'll click on my design name. Come on. Right. There we have it. I'll go back here, edit sheet, zoom out a bit, and I'm going to save it. Save. There we go. It'll save my model, and that's my drawing. And I would save this. Actually, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save as well. Save it as a PDF. And I already have one of these, so I'm going to name it PDFC-1. And there you have it. A full section of this neat little part, made fairly quickly. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Design with Miyoshi, where we do another section view.